Before we start, I want you to hit that red subscribe button so you never miss out on any of our videos. Boxers no longer dominate combat sports, and Conor McGregor is a big reason why. So how did Conor Anthony McGregor become the Notorious? He remained true to his roots on the road to superstardom. But it wasn't always this way. McGregor exploded into the public consciousness with a style all of his own, and the 30-year-old Irishman has worked hard to help make mixed martial arts one of the fastest growing sports worldwide. With a combination of unlimited swagger and masterful fighting skills, this two-division UFC champion now is among sport's biggest celebrities. McGregor came from humble beginnings in Dublin to become the face of his sport. Every journey to fame is different, but McGregor's path is full of low points and self-doubt that make his story all the more interesting.
Just rolled off the tongue and clattered old Jeremy into the cheek.
If Dana rang you and said, you don't have to fight Cerrone, you can fight McGregor, even though Cerrone was still fit, would you take?
I am the greatest. So wondering where McGregor got his trash-talking skills? It wasn't from a local Irish fighter. Instead, his mastery of verbal warfare came from someone across the pond who retired 7 years before McGregor was born in 1988. The Louisville Lip, aka Muhammad Ali, inspired a young McGregor both as a fighter and by using fighting words. McGregor grew up watching old Ali fights and documentaries. You can see the influence of Ali on McGregor every time there's a microphone in front of him, and he's cut some classic insult promos over the years. From a martial arts perspective, McGregor also idolised Bruce Lee.
At all weight division, so fuck everybody else up here.
An analytical mind. McGregor has been a professional mixed martial artist since he was 19, but he was a fighter much earlier than that. As a kid in Dublin, McGregor often got into fights with the neighbourhood boys. That isn't much different than what other boys experience, but McGregor turned into an analyst once the fights were over. He would analyse every move he made during the scuffle and think of moves and counter moves he could employ in the next fight to help him win. Some 20 years later, he likely did the same after his first UFC loss, a submission to Nate Diaz. The two fought again 5 months later, and McGregor avenged his loss at UFC 202. A different career path. After graduating high school in 2006, McGregor had no plans for college, and a career in MMA wasn't even on the radar. Thus, he took up a plumbing apprenticeship to help pay the bills. The 12-hour days of unclogging sewage soon wore on him, and he decided to give up plumbing and follow his passion of MMA. The rest is history, but McGregor does keep one reminder of his plumbing days. Just before his fight with Floyd Mayweather in 2017, a Dublin craftsman created a custom chess set for McGregor that is made only from plumber's materials. The chessboard, traditionally a square, is octagonal shaped as a reference to McGregor fighting in the octagon. And lastly, he almost walked away from the sport. After winning his first 2 pro MMA fights by total knockout, McGregor lost his third via submission. Still just 19 years old, McGregor contemplated his future in MMA and started skipping training and hanging out with the wrong crowd. His mother noticed a change in McGregor's personality and realised that he was happiest when he was in the gym. She got into contact with his coach, John Kavanagh, who reinstalled the fire within McGregor to continue his MMA career. After winning 2 of his next 3 fights, McGregor then won 8 straight fights. This success caught the attention of UFC, who signed him in 2013. And that's all for today, folks. I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss another amazing video from us. Until next time.